Alright, finally, I'm done. A little late. I worked until the last part. Level 35. Alright, very well. Just gonna wait a couple more minutes. Might be the most confusing start of a stream ever. I'm waiting for YouTube to give a green sign. There we go. Alright. Took YouTube about 1 minute plus before I get the green sign here. Alright. Different start this time. I really worked up till the last minute onto my entry. Kind of worked out as I wanted, not all the way through, which is okay. Yeah, let's wait at least 3 more minutes so people can come in. Let me see if I can add some music for those 3 minutes. I had one other song this time. Every time my music player looks different. I don't know why it does that. Some locomotive sounds. Hope you guys are doing fine. Hope it is not too hot outside. We have some wonderful entries. From a double, but that is okay for this time. Crabson should actually remove this first entry after joining with the same one as second entry. And Welter should have removed one too. You have to choose one. Better than yesterday. 34 degrees in Belgium. Yeah, yesterday it was really hot. It seemed like today, at least here in the Netherlands, it's a few degrees Celsius lesser hot, so that's okay. Alright, that was the one and only different song this time. Yeah, I added the benches and bins and some paper. It was really like last minute stuff. Like if I would have worked a few couple of minutes more, I would have started later the stream. So at least, yeah, I'm happy I added something extra. Alright, well, that was the song. There we go. Yeah, only the benches look a bit weird for my feeling. It's like the planks look okay in that shape, but the the other part of the structure looks a bit odd. Like someone heavy have been sitting on a bench and that made it bendy. Alright. Thank you guys a lot. So 7 people watching, so I guess it is time to start off with the competition. We did Locomotives. This time it took 2 weeks because last week I felt sick. And I enjoy doing the stream, so I'd rather do it when I'm not feeling sick. Which is today. Very good. So this also gave people some extra time on working on the locomotive. Some people have upgraded, some other people saw a chance to also join up, which is very nice. And I've also been thinking like maybe we should change the weekly into a 2-weekly competition, but that is also other people should like, of course. Gives a little bit more time. What is Isaac saying? Should I even watch what he's saying? Okay. Well, there we go. Alright, thank you Iris Jack for the voting. Very good. Alright, so we're gonna start off with Crab Son, or well, he actually made this down here. And it's a very amazing entry. Now I wonder if he have done this in cycles or that he've done this in Eevee, because doing volumetrics on lights in cycles is a little bit of a work, because I've been doing it in cycles. And when I add volume scatter to my world at least, then everything turns black until you add lightning. All I ask is to work at your studio in the future. Oh boy. Or maybe. Who knows what will happen for the future. Should make more tutorials, and then yeah, I should give you some daily work, of course. Spread out my videos, come up with ideas, maintaining a website, who knows. Alright, so Crabson's locomotive is amazing. He always made very amazing hard surface modeling stuff. Which is a very good example and a challenge for other people trying to do the same. I tried hard surface modeling. It was an emotional roller coaster. Some parts just went well. Other parts, like I wanted to make like a window here, and it turned out to be real bad. Then Frank actually gave me a shrink wrap video. Certain things went well, other things went wrong, and I keep being busy and busy and busy. I had to change the model a few plenty of times, and then at some point I was like, if I keep continuing like that, I'm not gonna make it on time. So that's why I decided in the end to go for a low poly train, and I actually got it finished now. This locomotive is amazing. It looks on point. There are real life pictures of this. It is actually a real locomotive. I don't know what it's called actually. Hey Griff, welcome to the live stream. Good morning. Yeah, what is this locomotive called? Does anyone know? I mean, is it like called Big Girl as it says on the site? Locomotive. Maybe it is actually Union Pacific. So, can we get a nice picture of this thing? I have seen one picture, like it is like a massive thing. It's some pictures. It's called a big boy, big girl. It is huge, no matter how you put it. So it is a real life thing. One of these should be the version. It has like a double wheel engine, I would call it. Normally it has single wheel engines. So it is massive train, this one. It looks very nice. There's a lot of detailing going on. It always amazed me at Crapson's main objective. There is always a lot of detail going on. A lot of hard surface modeling, a lot of things to look at. He's been doing some great texture work. It looks American. Yeah, I think it's definitely Americanish. Also like that he been putting additional textures onto it, and of course his name or a piece of his name. Very nice. Different materials, piping, bolding, a little bit of what looks like rust here and there to make it look like it's used. Some scratches at the front, a lot of details. Very nice. Alright, I don't have much to say about this one because he actually modified his entry. So we will take a look at that in a minute. Then we have an entry of Yo-Yo saying my entry. There are a couple of things straight away that I really like about this one. First of all, it's the use of color is very nice. There's a nice balance of color in overall in this one, which is very good. The background fits in well with it. He made his picture look square instead of just having two sides that are way too much. Doesn't make any sense, so that's very nice. I like the use of cartoon style on this one. It has like a very small boiler and then a massive pipe on it, while normally it is like turned around. It has like a very small but a high cabin for someone to just about to stand into, and very tiny wheels. It looks low poly, it looks very simplistic. It's a very nice, yeah, simplistic entry. Really like this one. Thin shaft, big top says a lot about Yo-Yo. We all know where Iris Jack is referring to, I guess. Yeah, so very simple. I like this one a lot. Very good. Anything to add? Well, I don't know. Of course, you can always add something, maybe some like little bolts somewhere, or like some levers in here, or like another card with coal into it. There's always something to add, or piece of rail, or but in overall, I think it worked out pretty well, and I really like this one. Then we have one of Card Hawk, a new name. Hi, I'm new. Of course, I would like to enter with this low poly purple locomotive in a void, which I think it means it's just a viewport render, just a viewport picture. One thing I do like, he also got a nice shape of render picture, very good. He played around with purple. Overall, the low poly model looks very nice, I would say. It's a very good start. Yeah, only maybe here and there it could use some other things like a better background, or maybe like that big beam at the side which should connect it in order to get it rolling. I don't know, just a few small details could do a lot more. I think this is workbench picture, right? So you can see like the little edge being lighter. I believe there was one YouTuber who used workbench, and then the look automatic makes the edges look lighter. You don't have to do anything else for that. But overall, very nice one. Then we have one of Tradilek. Sorry, no time for colorful texture, but I wanted to try such a path following animation. Some difficulties with the wheels. You can make like insane good textures and materials in overall, but your model also needs to be good. So if you only add the model, then it just means you're working on a model. Let's take a look at this. That is one thing I wonder with Crapson's big locomotive, like how in the hell would it turn like that? So the only thing that I would say, if you're just starting out with this, Just leave out the sides down here. Just go for a piece of ground with a rail on it. Yeah, this one rolls. Those two don't seem to roll. But I think it's a nice thing to practice. Let something follow a rail. I have not really done that just yet. I think it worked out in overall very well, I would say. Look, we're spinning both ways. Yeah, but that's illusion, right? Like at certain speed a wheel goes backwards. Yeah. I like the model. It's very tiny, very cramped. I would say almost cartoonish. There's a nice little model there. I don't know why he... Well, it's nice to try some new things, but there is also someone who made it follow a track. He actually made it into a web browser engine or something, so you can actually control this one. We will get there in a second. I think so far it worked out pretty well. But not... I see. It has something charming about it. It definitely has. Very nice. Then we have one of Wender 1. You actually got 2 entries. Not sure how it works. Just drop it here. That is correct. I don't know if I can put another entry or I have to choose one. So I choose this one here. You can put in another entry, but if it's like the same, always remove the other one. Also, it might be confusing. In the first eyesight, this doesn't look too bad. I would only say try to add in a black background. If you go for a transparent background, you can, in the end, when you're done rendering, there is a way to add in a black background with just the notes. At the first look, it looks very nice. There's a lot of material going on, a lot of texturing, I would say. A little air stuck in my throat. I like that there are bold details on it. Some other decoration things on here. Yeah, only the wheels confuse me a little bit. I mean, this thing has been riding along. That is something I notice at cars too. Like, I would say, like, if a car have like rims, they always should face the same way when he's done driving, but apparently potholes and little things and hips and bobs make the wheels look different in the end of the ride. So I would only say like this should be a little bit randomized. I like the wooden structure on the track, the texturing, says Iris Jack. Looks very nice. Shouldn't this be underneath the rail? I'm sure some other people have done things different in life. I don't know. I would say just the wood needs to be underneath, but it's about the locomotive. I'm carried away by looking at pictures. I think the modeling overall looks very nice. So then you ended with this one. This one looks a lot lighter. I would still say I like this one more. And I have seen and noticed that a lot when people do have 2 entries with the second one looks a bit different. That for the most of the time, I really like the first one still a lot more. This one is very, very light. It's almost like it's a statue type or a small train that has been welded by an hobbyist or something for in the yard. Personally, I like this one more. I don't know what is up with that in the chat. Yeah. Looks more realistic. Yeah, maybe it is good that he didn't remove his first entry so we can discuss why we like a certain one and why not. So maybe, yeah, it is a good thing though. I remember with Tyrus.x he had made like a, what are these flying things called? It was one of the last vehicle competitions. He made like that flying thing. And he made 2 different shots of it, and his first shot was a lot better than the second shot for reasons. Yeah, so that's his 2 entries also gave a reason to say why and why not. Then we're gonna go to Iris Jack. Was gonna wait till JB was streaming to post this, but I feel the world is ready right now. Here is my first horror. You can save mine till the end if you like. What shall we do? Shall we save it till the end? What does the chat say thinking about this? I haven't watched it. I seen it in here, but I was like, I don't even want to watch it until the stream. Shall we wait with this until the end? Okay, then we wait. Oh, Kylie says play it. Let's wait for the end because we have something to watch. Then we have this second entry of Crapson, which he actually added in a surrounding environment, and I really like this one. And in my first case, I just wanted to model a hard surface train. I didn't think about doing the same idea, and when I went for the low poly train, I needed something with my entry. At first, I wanted to let the train go through a battlefield of war. Then I wanted to be on the moon because I was running out of time. But the moon is so boring, and then I actually took the same idea of making a train station, kinda type of thing. Yeah, so very interesting. I like this train station. It kind of reminds me of the train station in Amsterdam. They have the same kind of bendy pillars in there. It's like a huge train station with an old school look. I think it worked out well. I had, by the way, some problems with my render down here at the lamp. I got a lot of these fireflies, and the problem is if you use denoiser, it only got worse. So when fireflies become too big, denoiser is a bad idea. You first need to get rid of these fireflies, or else it's going to look very ugly. Very nice. 2 tracks. You got a sign up here. You slept in a train station Amsterdam once. It had a piano in it. Why would you sleep in a train station? I would feel like a homeless person. You should lay down a cap or something so you would even make some money while waiting for the train to go home. Yeah, so nice entry. Don't have anything more about that to say. Coaching train station, yeah, it's noisy and a lot of people, and it is nice. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about it. It looks good as always. I would just maybe a little bit of rubbles here and there could do, but it's very clean though. And I wonder if he done this theme afterwards or that he done this into Blender itself. Alright. Then we have one of Kaizen. THO Mass Destroyer of Hope and Dreams. So this is the evil brother of Thomas. The first sight, I straight away really like this one. It's like very cartoonish. It reminds me actually of a World War II type of train. It has a lot of detail on it. Very simple. And from that moment I actually decided that I want to put my train in a war jacket too. There's a lot of detail going on. Like on the pipe and at the beginning of the pipe, even the side down here or whatever it's called, got a lot of detail on it. Little air vents, some little lights here and there. There's a lot of detailing going on. It's very nice. It's very also simplistic how it's been placed, like not a whole surrounding with it or rails with it, just the train and that's it. Little step up for the people to go onto the train, I guess. Camouflage is done very well, yeah, it is. It's a nice combination of black, blue and red. I did had a little bit of problem adding like the texture, like if it's from Blender itself. I tried to do UV wrapping, but then I couldn't get like the generated texture onto the UV map tab for some reason. I don't know, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how it works, so I did some other tricks to get my texture on my train. I will explain that later on. This is just very nice. Very cool. Definitely a nice style here. Very well, Kaisen. I like it a lot. This is a machine that wiped out the civilian city of Dresden after the war was over. Alright. Yeah, very nice. Very crisp. Clean. Sharp. Then we have one of Nomad Shots, Flying Train. Flying Train. This is also a very cool idea. Isn't this from Stargate or something? This portal type. Or whatever it was called. It's a very nice Stargate. It is also a flying locomotive. It's like a diesel engine type of locomotive. With a red light district inside. And then we got like the magnet flying idea. Only cannot really see some detailing onto the front here, so maybe a small light with 5 to 10% could reveal a little bit of detail on here. Just a little thing. Anything else? It's very, very nice. I wonder if this is a picture or like this doesn't look like viewed through, but this does for some reason. A lot of detailing everywhere. Nice shapes. I like this idea very well. Also like how it comes out of the portal in this angle, which make it okay to have a little bit of empty space down here, because you know, or else it will be too tight up. There are certain reasons why and why not you should have empty space, and in this case I think empty space is legit. Also it makes the lights come out a lot more. Then we have one of prior code, a different perspective. And I like this idea a lot too. Like everyone was making the outside of the locomotives, and this guy just did an interior of a locomotive, which is also a very interesting thing. And there's a lot going on down here. I'll bet you've used some reference pictures, or I mean, coming up with this stuff from out of your mind, very difficult. I also like that there is a little bits of coal laying around onto the floor. A lot of different materials and piping, and I do recognize this thing somehow. Yeah, I guess yeah. I would say you would pull this handle and then the whole thing goes open, but then the pipes would be in the way. Oh no, there's probably a reason for that. Maybe you just put the handle down and the train goes to a quick stop. A lot of tiny handles. Bolts everywhere. Very nice. Even some rubble down here. Piece of cloth. Interesting view, nice concept. A dead man's handle could also be, sure. I think this down here is for the speed, I'll guess. Yeah, very nice. It's an interesting idea to see this, you know, to show the inside of it. Very nice. A lot of different materials here and there. Very good. Then we have one from RAF. The rocket was designed by Robert Stephenson in 1829. This locomotive was the most efficient and advanced of its time. It can still be seen in the National Railway Museum in New York or York, England. Yeah, there is a difference between that. The first train in Belgium in the 1930s were based on this design. Alright, let's scale this up. Very interesting little story with it. It's always very nice. Nice big render picture here. Nice surrounding with it. Very small little locomotive here. Very interesting to see how that exactly works. I have tried to look at a education video about the first steam engine and how it exactly works. It's not too easy to understand that, even though it looks very easy though. It's a very nice model. A lot of colors. Oh, this is the pipe, I see. The pipe at the front. And at some point the pipe went right above here. And then this structure went up to the front. Also like that there's a little information sign here. Some coal in the back. A barrel with rum. Of course it's water. I like all the surrounding posters. I also like that everything is in scale, so far I can tell. Very nice. So this is like real life, you guys are saying? I like it. The rocket, well, for that time of age, it probably was a rocket. It's still pretty big if you look at this picture down here and look at the guy standing there. Very nice. Really like the information with it. Alright, then we're gonna go to Griff. Well, the extra time JB allowed means that I could add some updates to my locomotive scenes. Here it is. Excuse me. Now there is a terrain, trees, signals to camera, smoke, sound. Tapping C, change camera. Tapping will switch you back and forward. Click the red signal flag. Start a train, smoke particles flowing, and the sound. Yeah, I've been saying that at one of your puzzles, it would be nice if you add like moving stuff. So the particle smoke is definitely a new thing. Scroll wheel, zoom in and out. Smoke changes the time the train moves. Either a lot of stuff. Let's take a look at it. You just better take a look at it. I already tried it. I went for like 4 to 6 rounds last night. So yeah, here is updated. I believe I did see like the one before this, which only had this train and not much going on. So here we can just turn around, zoom in and out. Very nice. I think it's kind of clever. Let's press C. So we're going to the train. We got a nice 60 frames per second, and let's ride the train. And then it stops again. I think it's pretty clever what he's been doing here. I only wish I could press a key to make the sound of the train, like the horn. Anything else, I think it's amazing. I really like this one, and it seems like Griff really likes to do stuff in the web browser each time something new. Only this tree here is floating, so make sure you put the tree down. I watch always these floating stuff around. Yeah, it's very nice. You did what you could do, of course, in time. Yeah, what will I wonder what your next project is gonna be. Yeah, I like it. Very nice. Also like that it's not just going to go straight but also uphill, so you give yourself really a challenge down here. The terrain looks good as far it looks good, and you've been rotating some trees. Nice small little model down here. The smoke looks good. The sound is nice. Very good. All will be based on codes. Yeah, it's I'm not a guy to start with coding and stuff. I think it's very clever. I think it's funny. It's really nice. And yeah, I wonder what your next project will be. People seem to like it too, so very good. I hope you got like your own website, or placing all these game stuff onto it, or at least you showcase onto it. It's fun to see you growing this stuff. Then we have one of Doomster EG. First attempt at modeling the New York Mercury locomotive. Pretty sure the dimensions are a bit off, need some texture love. Now this was actually the train that I wanted to do, with futuristic stuff onto it and a army print around it later on. This was actually the one I wanted to make. Of course my thing here looks is inverted, so it's outside. I wanted to make this. It turned out to be a little bit different, but this was the main train I got inspired my train off. It looks very nice. It looks perfectly how I wanted to. I don't know about this thing up here though, if that would be the case. This is something that we've seen onto the picture. I'm just going to Google something. It's a very cool train. Yeah, I see. This is a 3D. I want the real version of it, not a 3D. Okay, so this stripe here is actually correct. So this kind of was the picture that I was like, yeah, I want to make this train. It's very small in this case, but this is all I can do. There are a lot of these trains. Some of them look more cooler than others, but this is a real cool train. Very nice. I think so far it looks pretty spot on though. It has this inwards, I don't know what to call it, decoration stripe, whatever. It has these pipes at the side, which is very nice. I would only say this part down here needs to be extruded towards the outside or moved towards the outside, because you can clearly see a little bit that this is not flat towards that side, but it's a little bit, yeah, outwards, I would say. Anything else looks pretty much on point. Very nice. It will be fun to see the end result. Yeah, I'm not using Chrome. If I would open it, I would go to the website, and sometimes it's a lie. Like, it is the same size. Some websites are even worse, and it will even make the picture look more smaller. Yeah, I like this one. I think it worked out pretty well. And I wonder how your end result will look. Should definitely continue modeling this. Let's bring this up here. There we go. Alright, then we're gonna go to Erwin Sunny Ray, which also made like a cute little cartoonish type of train. Small wheels, small pressure tank, some nice piping. Train does looks a little bit sad though. I like the little cart behind it. But you were saying can focus much, so I made low poly, been focusing most at 30-minute challenge. That is okay. It's also okay to skip 1 or 2 days 30-minute challenge, unless you really like to do it. You don't have to do it. For this one, I would actually say do the same as in this one. Just only the locomotive, no rail. Maybe the cart can be with it, but if it's like a standalone thing, give it a nice background. It will do. It definitely will do. That's the same picture I used. Right click image, interesting train design, no windows, looking forward. Yeah, that's this one. Yeah, that's the whole point. I wanted to have some window at the front, but it didn't work out as I wanted. They're meant to be a tiny one, but again, I ran out of time. They're still going backwards. So yeah, that's the only thing. It is a very good start of the rendered picture here, but like I said before, I think it would be better if you just have this structure down here, leave out the rails, cut down the picture, and give it a nice background color. Something colorful could do, and maybe give the lights also the same color. It is okay to play around with lights, but make it matching as much as possible. Of course, Andrew, yeah, his ears. Andrew Price does have a video about it, explaining the colors, and you have you can use one type of color in different tints, or you can use 2 type, 3 type, 4 type, but it has to match, it has to link. Of course, Andrew Price is not the only YouTuber out there, but I've learned so much from him at the beginning stages of Blender. I don't know if Andrew is in the chat. I'll just send it out there. This is the video. It's about understanding colors. I've learned a lot from that one. And it's 2014. Jeez, that is old. Anyhow, then we come to the best, which is for last. That will mean Iris Jack in a minute. First we do my entry down here. I've looked at this already for the last few days. So yeah, as you can see, there is a little bit of shaping in here, which is of the Mercury train. That is where it started off. I got like the part down here, which should be the wheels. But I decided I would like to have 2 of these and put in a fantasy whatever magnet. I got the stripe at the side, a little bit different. And yeah, the part at the front which I believe on the train is like steps, if I'm not wrong, or maybe it is an air intake. Get it all the way up to the front, and the middle part I got it bent out instead of inwards. Got some guns onto it. Army print, of course, from World War II style. And yeah, this icon, by the way, is something that existed already way before World War II. Even on the day of today, the Germans still use this icon onto the tanks. But I believe they want to get rid of it because it remembers too much of World War II, but it's not a bad icon. So yeah, I wanted to do the same like Crap Sun. I wanted to have volumetrics into it. I didn't know anything about it. I watched the video and I needed to learn to do the other stuff. I wanted to add some smoke in here. It kind of worked, but not all the way through. So I made it like barely visible because it was not the best smoke. Just a little bit. The train at this moment is at a stop. And then at the end I added benches and trash can and a sign saying Achtung, Zug. It means warning, train. Yeah, it kind of worked out, the train station. Of course, mine is not as bendy as one of Crapson's. It's something that I noticed later on, so I just jumped the flat roof on it. And I wish I've used a few more vertices onto the bendy stuff here. Just a few more, not too much because, you know, low poly style. And yeah, for the texture, I actually faked it out. So what I basically did is the train body itself, I pressed U for unwrap and I project from view. So if you would go from another view, then it looks very weird. And all of these parts down here, I made it his own object and then did project from view from a different angle, so it would look different, so it would be more visible and less the same. I did the same with the brick texture here, because I don't know, to be honest, how to make these random textures onto the UV tab. I tried all kinds of things and I was like, how do you do that? So I just faked it out. And I think it still kind of worked out. And Kaizen just joined in. Welcome. We already had one last of it. The paper I did with a hair particle system. I just made 3 pieces of paper. I duplicated the ground and just, you know, so it would spread out randomly. Added some lamps and that's it. The wagons are actually the same. I had mirror on this one, cut it off to the half. I just replaced these panels here with windows, scaled it up so it's like a little bit more safer. Anything else is just the same. It's not what I wanted, but I still think it's sorta looks cool. I think I'm happy with it. Alright. Then we're gonna go to the last one, which is a animation. Stop it immediately. Go away with this. Crank up the quality, the sound, and enjoy, guys. Jesus Christ.
50s, passenger trains were going almost 20.
Alright, I can put my headset back on. That's definitely horror. I scared off with the first jump scare. So I did my headset off for the second one. Very nice as always. The thing that I like in the intro is the you know, it makes it look like a train passing by. It's a very nice one. This shot reminded me of the back of the mayor of Monopoly. Yeah, you know what I mean. Monopoly, that one. I like how he gets around the corner there. Very nice. Yeah, I had the same feeling there. Ah, you added the books from the 30-minute challenge and the clock, I see. I had a laugh how he's going in his bed with his hat on. Very nice. Very nice. Bravo. Definitely a horror one this time. Very good. Freaky, man. Alright. I don't know if I like it this time because you jump scared me. But it's definitely a very good animation there. It made me laugh too, so very, very good. Alright, so we have a few couple of entries. I actually hope that Iris Jack did not include the first one of Crabson. Maybe he did. It is okay, but I hope people won't be confused because this is the final one. We will see. And that was all actually. We don't have any new entries after that. A lot of good entries. I have definitely enjoyed. And just one for Crabs one. Okay, I see. So in this case, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna give you the voting link. Of course, first I will just put up some music because meanwhile I'm going to you know, choose some other winners. Let me just put on some music here. Just a little bit. And I will put up a timer and choose some winners, and when the timer is finished or earlier, we're going to do reveal the winners. Whatever. My talking is messed up. There you guys go. Let me see. Reset the timer, 10 minutes, and then BRB, so you guys won't see what I'm doing, or better to do this one. So you can see the timer. Right, I'm going to choose some winners. I'm almost done here. Also added a new point, which I think would be fun to add. Let me see here. Yeah, a category. Yeah, something like that. Okay, I think I'm done. Alright, I think I'm done. So, there we go. Cut off the music. There we be. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories. Well, sooner, no. When is Halloween? October 4, right? So we have to wait 1, 2 more weeks, and then we can do a weekly which includes horror. 31 October. Okay. Okay. By far not yet. Alright, so I got a different category. I will talk about that in the end. Now, if I haven't chose you, because if I, got air stuck in my throat once again. Shouldn't have ate too much peanuts. Anyhow, if I haven't chosen any of you in my selection, that doesn't mean you haven't done a great job. It's just, or it's because, you know, it's unfinished, or certain things should be way more different, or it wasn't interesting enough, which doesn't mean it's not good enough. Well, it's, yeah, well, whatever. Which I will talk about in a second, or show you example, which I think are still good, but didn't got me to choose a category for. I think, you know what? For the objective, the first winner is Nomad Shots. I didn't include him. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't play too much on my feelings that it's not something that I really like. But I think overall the locomotive worked perfectly. I think the idea is very good. There's enough details to watch. I still think it is good. But it's not something that I would choose. Maybe something like that, better to say. Another winner of the objective, of course, is Crabson. I mean, things need to match with this. Crabson is definitely a winner. Another one, definitely a objective winner, is Kaizen. I'm just looking at details. I'm looking at, you know, if it's complete or not. I'm looking if it looks special. You know, the idea. This one definitely will fit into. And I have another objective winner. Let me see. It's of course Raf von Ravel, because it's a realistic type of locomotive. It is complete. It includes information, textures. It looks good, details, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, as last I still added this one because, you know, somehow it still looks worthy actually to join in. But my eyes just felt on the other ones first. Can happen. So Crabson, Kaizen, Raf, and Nomad Shot, congratulations on winning the objective category of locomotive. Then I have one simplistic minimalism, which I think bangs out the most and looks a lot appealing, which is the one of Yo-Yo. It's super simplistic, minimalistic. The colors look nice, the shapes look nice, the render barrier looks very nice. It's definitely simple, it's definitely minimalism, but still it looks good and funny. So yeah, I would say this is a error, but it could be like a rubber mat. I'm just seeing that right now actually. But definitely a winner for minimalism / simplistic. Of course, we have here minimalism, but I feel like something is missing on here. I don't think the background fits in very well. Of course, we have here another one of throttle legs. Of course, he didn't have time. It looks simplistic, but I'm still missing maybe a color or two. This one is simplistic minimalism, but I just find the end result on how he presented as a render not special. This one somehow looks special for some reason. That is the lucky thing, is getting the end result catchy. Of course, then I have an external program. Well, a web browser might not be a program, I think. I don't know. Which of course is Griff. This is a very nice one. It is a locomotive. It does what it needs to do. It goes on a track. It has smoke. It has sound on it. I think it's very nice, and maybe this will motivate people to also give it a shot, I guess. I like this one a lot too. And yeah, congratulations on winning the external program. And of course, animation. I didn't want to include you, but I have to, because you jump scared me. And that is one of Iris Jack, because I still include Iris Jack once again, because, motivating to people to do animations is, should be a thing of interest. Like, oh, maybe I can win one time on animation, then you start doing animation, then we get 2 people entering and with the animation. And then it might be like a battle, something like that. So I want to keep certain categories like interesting. Okay, bye-bye, Alexander M, or with other words, what was your name again? Yes, and then the last one, a new category. And this is something that I have noticed sometimes with certain competitions. A lot of people really make the same kind of style, but there is always that one person that does something different. And in this case, the category will be different perspective, which I'm going to include from now on. Not many people do this, so you can easily get a win if you think about it. I hope not everyone will do it. But it's a Prio coat. With the interior locomotive. I think it's just a very interesting idea to just do totally something different instead of the outside, just show the inside. There's a lot of stuff going on. I like the little detail of the coal laying around. So I definitely think he should get credits for that. As Jack says, I feel like animation categories should only exist if there's more than one. If there's more, well, there is more than one, Kaisen. What is this? This is also an animation. But yeah, okay. You're right. For next time, if there is more than one, if that is something you feel like I should, change, then we are a community, and I'm not too bossy always, so I would like to do things that community also wants. It should be fun for everyone, right? So if you feel like more than one animation for the category animation, then we should do that next time. But we have 3 self-moving animations, which is a video, and 1 you should click, which is this one. Anyhow, prior code, congratulations on winning the category of different perspective. I'm glad now I know I should call it category instead of points. So thank you, Iris Jack, I believe. Yeah, Iris Jack. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. But I will think about it for the next time. Alright, so in this case, We need a new category, a new team for the next upcoming week, which will end on September 23. Wait, I forgot something. We still have the community poll. Okay. Which one do I think? Let me see here. Should choose someone who actually didn't wanna. I should have done the voting before announcing the winners. Yeah, you know, I know someone who gets my vote, at least because this person is really trying a lot of fun stuff. No one voted for me. Well, thank you guys. It was well worth it to work on my entry for the last 3 days straight. But no. Okay. We also have a community winner. And I'm just joining in for fun, by the way. I've also said that to Grant when I join his competition. I just joined for fun. So let me see. We have 2 votes for Crapson. We have 1 vote, which the one of me is on Trotalex. I just voted on him because, you know, he's been working hard. We got 1 of Raf from Raffle, and we actually have 3 votes on Iris Jack. So Iris Jack, congratulations with the community votes. There you go. Yes, okay, yeah, well, I enjoy it as always, so it's good for me. Alright, thank you Iris Jack for the voting system. And on the win, very good. Now we need to think of a new team for the upcoming weekly. So meanwhile, you guys have a little thought about things. I'm just going to save up some pictures here. Where's the map? Locomotives. Oh boy, I had enough of these steam engines. So if anyone has a better idea than Iris Jack, then let me know. Anyone else, or is the chat empty already? -1 viewers. Gonna go well. No one has a new subject? Just you. Trains it is. Trains again. Oh boy. I need to do a lot more training on them. Furniture. All right. One that can include animation. Okay, so I see the only serious thing here, it's furniture, or someone else says a teamy team like evil. So you can make a character of a little girl crying because behind there a police officer stole her lollipop. So that's evil. Okay, let me see. Ibis Jack needs to be on the list. Where is he at? Yeah. Here it is. Give me all of that. There you go. Even got your name in the link. Very good. My links always end up with polymer question mark. Have everyone. Have this one. I did have that one. Ravel says vending machine. We did do a vending machine one time. An unusual vending machine. Cyberpunk. Didn't we do that already? Cyberpunk? No, it was steampunk. Storybook character. Oh boy. Fairy tale. Emotions. Keep on going. This one, that one, this one. Ah, so much work. And I will never look at it again. Anyhow, I've learned something though. Yes, let me take a look. Local landmark. Oh yeah. Local landmark. Something from your own country. That could do. A local landmark. Do I really have to make a statue of myself? Yeah, landmarks is just like, I don't know, Big Ben or Eiffel Tower or Pyramid or maybe the Netherlands windmill. Germany, statue of, I'm not gonna say it. I'm just joking. Niagara Falls. Whoa. I see. Yeah. Just something. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I think that's a very good idea indeed. So the next subject will be a local landmark between hooks. Yeah, I think people will understand, right? Local landmark, a building, statue, object from your own country, something like that. Right? Is that the right description of it? A building, statue, object from your own country. Might have to skip one. A native Canadian longhouse. Well, if you could recognize as something really from Canada, then sure, why not? Your computer broke down. How can you still work on the monthly? I hope your computer's not that broken. It would be a shame. Let me see. Should I do the announcement straight away? Like, why not, right? Why not? If anyone has anything to report or something to say, let me know. If you want to go, that's okay. If you just want to hang out and hear me moan a lot more about this and that, it's also fine. Just going to fill in the blank here. Deadline is September 23. Same time next week. The challenge is a local landmark. And then between hooks, a building statue of your own country. Yeah, I don't know else to say. My mumbling. That's what I meant, I think. Okay, that's done, that's done, that's done. Winners video, it's actually still going. Could I just add in this link of the stream and then it will work out? Oh, well, I will do right now. There we go. I added the new subject. You can win by poll or win by a category. I'll just change it right now. Yeah, you guys think, what do you think? Is a weekly for the challenge like a 1 week enough, or should it be like 2 weeks, or it is okay as it is? Entry one upload when adding a updated version, please remove the old one. Sometimes fine. What is a strange place at the moment? Okay, 1 week is perfect. Yeah, okay, let's just keep it 1 week. And then if I'm getting sick, you're lucky you get 2 weeks. Okay. I think I've added everything. Is there anything else that should be different about the weekly, the way how I am doing it, or should the votes be done at the end or straight away already at the start? Now we have some time. Landmark. It's just fine. Okay. Oh, as I said, run a competition and get sick. Moscow Beats. 18 per each segment. I've got no idea what you mean with that. Musical beats like 18 for each segment, so should have had train music. Is that what you mean? And when it's Halloween, I need to have horror music, stuff like that. That's gonna be difficult with this local landmark, because then I need to play music from each country. Alright, Raf van Raffles, thanks for being here, and see you next time. Monday there will be the 30-minute challenge stream. Okay, I'm done with the announcement, so let people complain about pings in 3, 2, 1. Wait, is this good? No. There you go. Okay, very good. So that one is in, so I cannot forget about it. Okay, so I'm gonna end it up here. Thank you guys for being with the stream once again. Thank you for entering the competitions. Hope to see you next time. Monday there will be the 30 minutes. Good luck for the upcoming objective of something from a local landmark. Wonder what we're going to see. Very nice. World music. Does it even exist? Anyhow, I will catch you guys next time. A shame that Erwin is not here, so I'll just guess I can leave normal for once. Alright, bye bye.